Good evening. It's a bit of a chilly evening here in Colorado. Wow, it's a crazy beard. Crazy guys have crazy beards. Tonight, just a brief little dissertation speech about, excuse me, my head is crooked apparently, about simulation theory. Something I've been wanting to talk in depth about quite a bit, but I just haven't been able to. At one point, I was kind of asked politely not to, but those days are behind us now, and I don't think I'm going to touch on anything that's going to get me in any hot water. So, what is simulation theory? Lots of people are curious, and basically, if you ever saw the movie The Matrix, where you just kind of don't, things just don't add up. Like, they don't quite feel like they're real, like, you know, mm, kind of hard to explain. But in uh, my personal experience with it is like my childhood. I know I'm getting old and all, but my childhood really seems like it wasn't real. Lots of things that happened. I know they happened. I was there, but was I? Is yesterday really exist? Do we know? Can you go back and prove 100% that 2 years ago really happened? I know I have children, yes, I get that, but they're all could be simulations as well. Really don't know. And if so, why are you in my simulation or vice versa? Is it just crazy talk? I don't really know. But I do know a few things about it. Really, it was kind of a philosophy that's been around a long time. Back in the old days, people used to call it a dream existence back in the ancient Roman days and Egyptian days, and when Plato was one of the first people that really touched on the whole idea. And they didn't know about computers and the possibility of AI and these things, so they had no way to know. But a guy named Nick Bostrom touched on it. I'm not really sure what year, modern era, maybe the late 70s, early 80s, but that's kind of what gave birth to the Matrix movies. But, you know, a lot of people have a lot of theories about simulation and different, oh, this and that. My deal is that God, the creator, whatever, however you want to look at it, I love God. Don't ever think I don't. And I'm a firm believer in God. Not so much in religion, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother story. Anyway, if you will, he's the master of the simulation, the creator of the simulation. Is mankind literally years away from simulating himself, um, or figuring out that we're in a simulation? Or it's really a big subject, and I hope to touch on it more. This is just kind of the beginning, and it's kind of just to fill you in a little bit about the topic, because I get asked a lot about it. I've touched on it before. People are interested. In my personal thing, once you hear about it, though, it's like a brainworm, like a song that's you can't get out of your head. It's going to live in there, and you're going to think about it a lot. And hopefully it doesn't drive you to madness, as it has some people over the years. But my point is, for me, even oh, I don't know. And I know people that were there. I lived in Las Vegas, 30 years ago, I guess now. It seems like it wasn't that long ago, but it doesn't seem real to me now. And even 2 weeks ago doesn't seem real to me now. I mean, maybe I'm just getting senile in my early 60s. I realize your brain changes, your chemistries, all those things, but I mean, you can poke a spin in your finger and it's gonna hurt. That's a whole nother subject. Oh, there goes the school bus. Must be later than I think. Anyway, I'm not denying that we're here and we feel pain and that we have friends and that things happened, but it just is sometimes doesn't seem real. I'm sure you've experienced this. Please feel free to comment. Uh, put your own experiences down there below. I'm not really super good at talking about things. I talk about all kinds of things, don't get me wrong. I have a reels on Facebook there. I do a lot of them. I get a whole 54 cents a month. But, I've been trying to, we have content on YouTube here. Most of it's automotive, motorcycle, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's about a silly dog we got in there. But, you know, I've been wanting to talk about this, and I'm hoping I get further down the road here, we get a little more organized about it, and I start putting it into some sort of coherent plan that I'm going to lay out to kind of represent what I feel about it and how I kind of proven or disproven things to myself, and how I can prove it to you if you choose to believe it. You don't have to. Like I say, it doesn't discount God or love or relationships. It's just another way of looking at things to kind of explain why things seem to fit together, why there's no coincidences really, why, the birds and the bees and the trees, and we all need each other, and how we coexist here together, and the story of creation way back into the Bible, It kind of all intertwines together, and I hope to kind of get more into that and prove it out, maybe, or disprove it. And you're welcome to comment, share, like, subscribe. Let's walk this adventure together. One crazy old guy and all of you. Anyway, it's been my pleasure to talk to you this evening, and like I say, we're going to get more into it, but this was just kind of an introduction to it. You all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for listening.